All right, it's time for level 2 where the party gets even crazier. But not really. Let's just follow our song. Before you get too crazy, draw your fences a line, separating the equation by the equal sign. Check for distribution. Oh, look, here I have distribution. I need to distribute this to here and here. So I'm going to stop my song and I'm going to do this distribution. So 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6n equals negative 26 plus 8n. Phew, that part is done. So let's see, going back to my song, check for distribution, then you can combine like terms on the same side. I don't have any like terms here, and I don't have any like terms here, so I can move on to the next part, which is get your variables here, put your constants there, do the inverse operation just to keep things fair. All right, so I need to move my variable over here. I'm going to do the inverse. It was positive 8n. I'm going to move it over with a negative 8n. Negative 8n. And just to save space on my paper, because I don't want to run out of room here, I'm going to move my constant as well. I put my variable here. I'm going to get my constant there. So a positive 2 I'm going to undo with a negative 2. Negative 2. Now, let me combine all of these. 2 and negative 2 will cancel. Negative 6n and negative 8n will become negative 14n equals, over here, my positive 8n and my negative 8n will cancel, and negative 26 minus 2 is negative 28. Now, so get your variables here, put your constants there, do the inverse operation just to keep things fair. Subtract and add first, we don't have to do. Then it's time to divide. Divide by negative 14, divide by negative 14. Bam, bam, they cancel, and n equals 2. Holla! Why don't you pause the video and try number 46 on your own. Come on back when you think you've got it. How'd you do? Did you get x equals negative 2? I bet you did. But let's do another one together just to make sure you're solid on these level 2 problems. All right, gonna move this over just a bit. All right, so before you get too crazy, draw your fence as a line, separating the equation by the equal sign. Check for distribution. Here it is. Distribute that 7, 1, and 2. So I'm going to have positive 21m plus 28 minus 6m on this side. This side's going to stay the same because I didn't have any distribution over here, so we're good. Check for distribution, then you can combine like terms on the same side. Here are my like terms. I'm going to combine them. So positive 27 and negative 6 gives me a positive 21m plus 28, negative m minus 36. Okay, so now this side is simplified. No like terms, no parentheses, I'm done. This side is simplified. No parentheses, no like terms, I'm done. Now I'm going to get my variables here, put my constants there. All right, I'm going to get my variables to the left by doing the inverse operation just to keep things fair. I want to move this 21m, so I'm going to do negative 21m, and I'm going to do it on both sides. And I want to move this negative 36 over here, so I'm going to do positive 36. Positive 36. Combine these all together. Negative m and negative 21m gives me negative 22m. Negative 36, positive 36 cancels. Positive 21m, negative 21m cancels. And 28 plus 36 is what? 8 plus 6 is 14. Carry the 1, 64. Sweet. Okay, so negative 22m equals 64. Here's what I did. This 22 is not going to divide very pretty into 64. If you tried to do it, it would come out to be this gnarly looking number, which set up a red flag in my mind saying, wait a minute, something is wrong. Go back. 7 times 3 is not 27. I hope you were screaming at the TV when I did that, or screaming at your computer saying, Miss Chiefy, what are you doing? 7 times 3 is not 27. What is it? It is 21. I lost my mind there for a second. I am so sorry. So let's go back and make some corrections. If I combine 21 and negative 6, I don't get 21. What do I get? I get 15. 15m. That means here I'm going to subtract 15m. Here I'm going to subtract 15m. okay? That means here I'm going to get negative 16m, okay? And then here I'm going to get 64, and that is looking much better. I apologize for this crazy mistake. I hope you did yours in pencil and you can fix it. And oh my goodness, are we going to laugh together in class? Now that I have my variable here, my constant there, now I can subtract and add first till they're on their own side, already done. Then it's time to divide by negative 16, divide by negative 16, and m equals negative 4. That is so much better than 64 divided by 22, let me tell you. You know what? That's a really good lesson for you guys. If you're doing a math problem and it doesn't seem to be working out right, you're getting these really weird decimals or really weird fractions, go back and double check all your multiplication and double check your addition and subtraction. Make sure you didn't make a simple mistake. I just proved it happens to the best of us. Why don't you finish up level 2 and then hit me up with the next video for level 3.